On this episode, the first blizzard of the season
Can't see.
bears down on Edmonton.
Today will be a crazy day.
Paramedic Mike braces for a medical emergency.
They're actively performing CPR.
And ticket agent Ivy has her hands full.
Not talking and talking. I want my money back.
Edmonton International, the most northerly major airport in Canada.
She has 0 minutes.
With 8 million passengers a year and 400 daily flights,
It went from a pretty smooth morning to pretty chaotic.
It is chaos, but it's good chaos.
it's up to the 6,000 operators, agents, and managers
Oh my God.
It is zero tolerance on our aircraft.
He's absolutely drunk.
to make sure that everything keeps moving
Hang on to your hat. We're playing with minutes.
on the ground and in the air,
It's on time. Fantastic.
because this airport never closes. At 53 degrees north latitude, Edmonton is the closest major international airport for planes flying over Canada's Arctic. In case there's a mid-air emergency, those flights divert here. On-site emergency response services are on call 24/7. Teams of highly trained firefighters and paramedics respond to emergencies in the airport and on the tarmac.
International Fire Hall, what's your emergency?
Today, Brad Halwa is manning the switchboard.
10 minutes out. 30-year-old female, okay, and CPR is in progress. Unconscious, not breathing.
Brad learns a passenger's life hangs in the balance, 30,000 feet in the air.
They've used a auto defibrillator on her. And do we know what runway it's coming in on? 30. Okay, and do we have a gate number for it yet? For J80. We'll notify the duty manager and SOC and get EMS and fire rolling on it. Give an inbound medical, 10 minutes out.
Dozens of global flights divert to Edmonton Airport due to onboard medical emergencies each year. Big or small, Edmonton can handle any size plane, and emergency response services are the first to respond, often with very little information about the crisis on board.
We just got a call. There was a medical emergency on board with CPR in progress.
Firefighter Mike Varenka leads emergency response crew 2.
Age unknown, anywhere between 30 and 80 years of age. It's really hard to tell until you actually get to the patient and find out what's going on board, but that's where we're off to now. It should be landing here shortly.
Fire Hall is responding to a medical. We'll be going to door 30.
We only got 15 minutes notice.
Duty manager Brenda Memel is one of the first to be alerted of the diversion. Despite the short notice, it's Brenda's job to coordinate all the departments involved in a matter of minutes.
We're told that we were going to have a 747 divert here with a medical on board. Someone had gone into cardiac arrest. If someone gets ill in a taxi or a bus or whatever, they can usually pull over, they can call an ambulance. But when someone gets ill and you're 30 to 40,000 feet in the air and you have to divert an aircraft, it creates a lot of moving parts. Where are we going to park them, and getting the medical team in place and getting the fire and rescue in place. Being an international, we also have to make sure that Canada Customs is involved.
It's been 11 minutes since the first call came through and the diverted jumbo jet is about to land. The EMS team still has no specifics about the emergency, but they are prepared.
Defibrillation has gone on, whether it's a heart attack or something else that has created that heart attack to happen. We're unsure.
If she's conscious, we'll bring her out here. Yeah. And we'll do everything here.
Information that we get is usually second or third party. And as you know, information can change from one point to the other.
Every precious second could mean the difference between life and death for the passenger. Mike and his team will switch into high gear once the plane touches the jet bridge. 850 customer service agents working for 17 airlines process over 20,000 passengers through Edmonton International every day.
Hi, it's Mike. Are you busy?
Air Canada's customer service manager, Mike Street, is on the front line, dealing with any challenge that comes his way.
I'm on the outside of the operation, so I'm constantly checking things, making sure that passengers are feeling comfortable and so that they're going to be safe on the aircraft. Anything can pop up at any given time. I'm always on alert.
Over at departures, customer service agent Trevor Semple has an upset passenger who's missed her flight.
We had a late passenger. She had a connection from here to Montreal, Halifax, and then finally to Sydney. However, at the time she came in, she was late, pretty late, and she explained to me that she's traveling on a bereavement travel.
Trevor calls in Mike.
Well, obviously you've had better days. You were late for your flight, my dear? Just traffic, or what flight are we looking at? 172? Probably.
I think the rest of my family is actually on that flight.
They're here as well?
He was in the explosion.
I'm sorry?
My cousin was the one involved in the explosion.
Oh my God.
So all my family's here now, and they're all flying back home today.
Janie Gillis's cousin was killed in a work-related explosion, and the entire family is scrambling to get to Nova Scotia for the funeral.
It's a very tragic situation to be in, and you have to be compassionate. You try to be as helpful as you can and try to be as considerate as you can.
I know that they fly like in a couple hours. I don't know exactly what time.
Most likely it's the 150 flight
Yeah,
to Toronto.
It is the
So
150 flight.
I don't, like, it doesn't matter if I'm on that flight as long as I get home. As long as I get home.
Well, if we can't get you on the same flight as your family, I would like to see if I can get you all seated together. She's pretty upset. I need to figure out a way to get her to the final destination as quickly as possible and without causing much more stress.
Edmonton is one of the coldest cities in the world. Sub-zero temperatures arrive in October and last through April. That means snow and lots of it. Dean Irvin is the director of airside operations.
Basically responsible for the runways, taxiways, apron areas, the winter crews, the summer crews.
It's the job of airside operations to keep the airport open, even with 30 centimeters of snow approaching.
We have to be prepared very quickly, and we have to be on our game all the time.
The first blizzard of the season is heading straight for the airport.
It was a surprise because it was all sunshine. Now it has changed. Want to know where you're at with staffing?
We have one foreman away. We'll have to backfill his position and then backfill with an operator.
So we're planning on doing that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Superintendent Gary Lamb oversees the staffing and training of 60 equipment operators. With a blizzard about to bear down, they can't be short on equipment or manpower.
I need to know where we're at with some of the bigger equipment.
Dave Cooney oversees the maintenance of the airport's fleet of snow removal machines.
Bruce is working on the blower, which is kind of a big thing.
So the blower is down then?
Yeah, the blower is down.
Is he working on it right now?
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned because when it gets this cold, you know what happens.
Yeah.
Stuff starts to break.
The massive 12-ton snowblower can move 6,000 tons of snow in an hour. If it's broken and another machine breaks down due to the cold, it could hamper the crew's ability to keep the runway open.
I want to go take a look at that.
Back at the terminal, the airport's first response teams are scrambling to an unscheduled emergency. A double-decker 747 en route to the U.S. is diverting to Edmonton because one of its 400-plus passengers is in cardiac arrest.
I just spoke with the pilot, and they are actively performing CPR on the base.
From what we understand, she wasn't feeling well. She got up, vomited, got dizzy, and then collapsed on the floor. Well, CPR has been going on about a half hour. It's not looking good.
Local and airport EMS can't tend to the sick passenger until the plane is safely parked at the gate, but there's a problem.
They're bridged on the wrong line.
The 230-foot-long 747 has missed its mark.
There's lines on the ground for where the planes are supposed to pull up.
The plane has missed its mark by 3 feet. There's no way EMS can get their equipment on and off safely.
That's affirmative. They came in on the wrong line.
A European flight crossing over the Canadian Arctic has made a last-minute diversion to Edmonton. A 30-year-old female passenger is suffering from an apparent heart attack. Firefighter Mike Varenka and the emergency medical teams are on standby to board. However, there's a problem.
They're bridged on the wrong line.
That's affirmative. They came in on the wrong line.
The plane has missed the bridge by 3 feet. For emergency responders using heavy equipment, that 3-foot gap is massive.
The bridge isn't able to line up with the door that we need to.
With the passenger's life hanging in the balance, Mike must find another way on board.
They won't open it with the gap. They're requesting stairs to door 5 black.
Our bridge has kind of reached its maximum here. Any idea about stairs?
Based on where the patient is on the aircraft, they're requesting we use a different door that the bridge doesn't reach. If this is really a medical emergency, we need to get on as quickly as possible.
Okay.
You're all good to go over here.
Let's go on and get it done.
There's no time to wait. Mike puts up a safety gate, and the paramedics jump over the gap.
I don't know how much a minute diversion costs, but I can tell you it is substantial. We're just making sure that medical is #1 priority.
The fire crew positions stairs at the rear doors in case the paramedics need a plan B.
They're just backing up the air stairs to L5 right now.
Still doing CPR, still doing compressions. She's been shocked once. We've got some kind of a heart rate back, but it's not a happy one. You don't quit until it's time to quit.
Paramedics try to stabilize the passenger as the ambulance rushes to a local ER. With the passenger in safe hands, the jumbo jet needs to get back in the air ASAP.
The aircraft, the 747, is now pushing back from gate 82. It's a double-decker 47, so they probably have up to 400 passengers on board that are now close to an hour and a half, 2 hours late of their arrival time. And part of the problem with the airlines is now it's not only holding up this plane, but all the other passengers waiting to get onto this plane. So it causes a ripple effect, and it could take a day or two to get that airline and all those passengers back to their destinations.
With 400 flights coming and going in any given day, a lingering 747 can throw the whole airport schedule out of whack, something the airport and the airline just can't afford.
For today's diversion, probably the minimum cost for the airline, you're looking at anywhere between $30,000 and $50,000. You're looking at the landing fee costs, the cost for bridging, the cost for the medical staff, the cost for the fire and rescue, and all the handling.
Over at Air Canada, customer service manager Mike Street is doing all he can to rebook Janie Gillis on a flight to Sydney, Nova Scotia today.
He was in the explosion.
I'm sorry?
My cousin was the one involved in the explosion.
Oh my God.
So all my family's here now, and they're all flying back home today.
I was called in by one of my agents. There was a passenger that came up to him at the counter. She's traveling in bereavement, and unfortunately she was pretty upset. She kind of lost track of time because of the incident, and it's a pretty stressful situation for the passenger.
Janie needs to get home to be with her family, but now there's another problem.
I have like $50 in my account right now until I get home.
Janie cannot cover the rebooking fee.
Most people know when they miss their flight that there is going to be a fee. You can see that she's under a great deal of stress, and because of her situation, I'm more than happy to get her to her location without charging her that fee.
Mike makes an exception in this unique situation.
Let's just get you home, okay? So it looks like Trevor's found a way for you to go through Toronto. It looks as though you won't get there until about 1:15 in the morning.
It's fine, I don't care what time I get home, as long as I get home like today.
All right, sweetheart, let's get you home.
Thank you guys so much.
Of course, I'm sorry about your situation, so...
Yeah, it was a rough morning, that's for sure. It's just a really rough time to go home right now, but they were great enough to get me on the next flight as soon as they could.
I'm grateful that my manager stepped in and, made the right decision, at least in my mind. So I'm happy about it. She's happy.
The first blizzard of the season is approaching, and Airside Operations Manager Dean Irvin has discovered a much-needed snowblower is in pieces.
I really need to know when this thing's gonna get running. The chain tension broke, and then as we were also working on it, we noticed the seal on the shaft is leaking. So we took the advantage of the time being the weather was good, so we wanted to get it done, and unfortunately this weather crept up on us.
But mechanic Bruce Schmidt can't fix the machine until parts are repaired.
The parts have just been machined, they're pressing them together, and then we can start reassembling the bearing housing, the ribbon, and the chain drive.
If their entire arsenal of machines is not at peak performance, it will threaten their ability to stay ahead of the snow and keep runways open.
We have to get this unit up and running, clean 6,000 tons of snow per hour, and with the 777s and the 747s coming in, we need this thing up and running and the ability to meet those safety requirements for those aircrafts.
If all goes well, we should have it going today. Hopefully all goes well.
I'm not real confident hearing that. We have to have this thing running. So my expectation is it'll be done like you promised.
There are literally thousands of online travel sites offering deals on flights. But until you check in with a live agent, you won't know if the deal is everything it's cracked up to be.
They said you see the ticket open, so I already uploaded the passenger.
Passengers Trevor Morrison and Alicia Lewis were looking forward to their dream vacation in Hawaii. However, it seems that Alicia's ticket has been canceled.
They went through a travel agency and there was a misunderstanding. The travel agency was saying that she canceled her flight. But what she was doing is she was canceling her insurance for the flight.
It's been uploaded already. The ticket is okay.
The customer service agent has managed to reinstate Alicia's ticket on Air Canada's end.
The ticket has been opened. The passenger has been offloaded.
But the travel agency still needs to release the ticket on their end manually so Alicia can be allowed to board.
If we open it this second, are you ready to go or no?
I don't know what else you need.
I'll call you back.
He wants to speak to a supervisor now, so I don't know what.
Mike has only 15 minutes before the gate closes to rectify the situation or Alicia will miss her flight.
This is a supervisor. What's the problem here? I'm just walking into the situation now.
We're on our way for a vacation for 2 weeks to Hawaii.
Yes, you can.
I have a ticket?
Yeah, I'm going
and she
to
doesn't.
Oh, to miss my flight to Maui. It's my vacation.
The first blizzard is about to bear down on the airport in 1 hour, and Dean just found out that the faulty snowblower remains out of commission. The parts were not delivered.
The blower did not get fixed. It is a major concern, and I will be following up and understanding why the part wasn't here when I was told it was going to be.
But Dean and his team need to be prepared to remove snow and ice from the entire airport, an area of 5.5 million square feet.
We always want to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the storm. You get into trouble if you get behind on a storm, so we pride ourselves on always being ahead of it.
With blower 124 still down, the remaining fleet of equipment must be in top working order.
You got a good broom on there, so we're good. So you're doing your checks?
Yep.
Any issues?
Nope, looks good.
Can you turn the broom on? Way to go, Andy, thanks. We've got dozens and dozens of storm removal equipment, and in the worst storms, they can be called into action all at once.
Back at Air Canada, customer service manager Mike has 5 minutes to get the travel agency to release Alicia's ticket. Time is running out for the frustrated travelers who just want to get on the first leg of their trip to Hawaii.
They're pointing the finger at Air Canada. Air Canada's saying, oh, we don't even have a ticket. You guys issued the ticket. We made 2 calls. So we've got 2 people dealing with that company right now.
I'm going to pass you over.
Hi, this is Alicia. You're speaking to the customer. Now you're needing the You're needing the Air Canada agent? Yeah, you've got Alicia. That's who you're talking to.
You know, sometimes the cheapest price isn't always cheap
Yeah.
in the long run.
Can I check in the other passenger?
Okay.
You're good? It's good, thank you. Okay, bye.
I heard them just say that it's good. So, should I let you go? Because I'm really gonna need to go to make this plane land. Do you need to speak to an Air Canada person? No? You're good. You're good. Air Canada is saying it's good. Bye. Holy moly.
The travel agency said that we can fix the situation, but no, we couldn't fix the situation. They had to fix it because they're their clients.
Mike has managed to resolve the situation. Alicia is cleared to fly, but the gate is now closed. There's no way Mike will let them miss their Hawaiian vacation now.
This is kind of an emergency. Can you open that flight for 2 seconds? I'm ready to go. And I'll get you some extra help at the gate to make sure this flight goes out on time. It's open. Okay, so that's done. Let me take you through security as soon as you get your boarding passes. So now you're going on vacation.
Thank you.
You're gonna have a really good time.
You're marvelous. I'm relieved because I need vacation and they make it happen.
Okay, so that couple I just spoke about, they're coming through security right now. They had a really tough time at check-in. I told them they have seats, they're all good to go.
Flight 247 to Vancouver to board at gate 15.
With a major storm approaching, trainer Blair Pigeon conducts a final equipment check with her snow removal crew.
We're just gonna go check out a couple of pieces of equipment. It's gonna snow pretty soon. It's definitely a man's world, the equipment operation. I think it's getting better. Never piss off a woman who can run heavy equipment. Let's head over this way and we'll go check out the snowblower.
Equipment operators at the airport are a specialized breed. Blair is responsible for keeping the drivers on top of their game. They're one machine down, but they'll plow ahead anyway.
Always look at our ribbon, make sure everything looks good, nothing's broken, no loose bolts or anything inside. As the trainer, I need to feel that everybody is going to be as safe as they can. Back here, we've got our other shear pins. Just always make sure these are in here properly. They tend to break off if we hit a pile too hard or too fast. It's an important job, and I think we all realize just how important it is.
We got a good track record.
Yeah.
Have to do what it takes to keep it going and keep that track record as high as it is. It's gateway to the north. Everybody comes in and out of here from some part of the country or another country to go up north.
We never close, and if this machine isn't running and we don't have any of these running, our snow can get piled up pretty quickly. Without the runways and taxiways and aprons all being cleared, it's nobody's leaving on time or at all.
As the blizzard hits, the fleet goes to battle, minus Snowblower 124. It's all hands on deck to get it up and running. For Blair and her crew, a tough job just got tougher. Today, 20,000 travelers in Edmonton International will expect their flights to arrive and depart on time, no exceptions. That's pressure on the ground crew. Canada's most northern major airport is about to get pounded by its first blizzard.
Edmonton gets a lot of extreme weather. We pride ourselves on being able to offer our customers that we don't close.
Mechanic Bruce Schmidt has pulled out all the stops and has Snowblower 124 back in action, and just in time.
When the piece came in, there was an issue with actually putting it back together.
This sprocket didn't want to slide on. We had to heat the sprocket to about 350 degrees to expand it enough so it would slide on. So we used the propane torch to warm it up and slid on like it belonged.
So the snow's coming fairly quick here, so we'll fire it up and give it a run.
I want you guys to step back. I don't want anybody by the ribbon or by the chain case, because if you get caught in it, the engine wouldn't even smoke. It'll just spit you out the front.
The airport's snow clearing fleet is back to full strength. The crews have millions of square feet to keep clear of snow and ice, and Dean has assigned each team a different area to plow. Trainer Blair Pigeon is in charge of the crew clearing taxiway Bravo.
This is a taxiway that planes take to get where they're going. We're going to pass the Snowblower up here. In a snowstorm like this, we've got 4 truck and sweepers out here on the apron, plus myself in the line sweeper. See, this is not nice. I can't see.
Forecasts predict another 12 hours of strong winds and heavy snow. Meanwhile, over 200 regional and international flights are scheduled to depart. De-icing will play a crucial role in keeping jets moving safely and on schedule. Brandon Kilbride is operations manager for Aeromag, a company specializing in removing the ice from any plane landing at Edmonton International.
So the area we're in is DF1. The DF1 stands for de-icing facility. This is Monica, and she is in charge of taxiing the planes. She's taking the initial calls from pilots. As soon as they approach here, they call her. She gives them taxi instructions to taxi in.
Air Canada 122, DF1 pad control. Taxi into bay number 1, stop at the yellow bar, and advise me with brake set.
Confirms their brakes are set, and then she transfers them over to this lady, Shazia, who's the Iceman/Ice House. So it's a dual position, and the Ice House essentially is talking to our trucks and relaying the information from the pilot, what he wants done.
It's 3, 2, 1. It's gonna be wings and tail, type 1.
The type 1, the orange compound, is a fluid that's used for remove the frost, snow, and ice contamination. We superheat it to 60 to 80 degrees, so when they're applying it on the wing, as soon as it's being sprayed, you can see it melting. So the type 4 green fluid is essentially applied when it's snowing, and it protects the aircraft from snow and ice adhering to the wing, similar to a non-stick frying pan. If we use the type 4 fluid, let's say 300 liters, that'll probably run you about $4,000.
Today, Brandon and his team expect to use upwards of 40,000 liters of Type 4 fluid at an estimated cost of over $500,000.
What people don't know about their ticket, there is probably a little bit of a contingency fund for each airline, and they have set aside a couple $1 million a year in their budget strictly for de-icing.
All day long right now, we're gonna be de-icing 2 planes at a time, so we'll probably do roughly 100. Today will be a crazy day.
Blair's heading to the main terminal to clear snow away from the runway lead lines, which are markers that pilots rely on to park the planes safely.
So we're on taxiway Bravo, headed to the main apron. This is where the main terminal is, and we're gonna go clean up some lead-in lines, and they're used for bringing the planes safely into their gates.
Blair is no ordinary snowplow driver. With visibility low, she's got to synchronize with the other drivers while dodging 600-ton jumbo jets. She trusts the control tower to steer her right, her second set of eyes.
I do need permission from the tower to be in these areas. I just need to call the tower and find out about this plane. Ground Sweeper 121 on Bravo. I'd like to enter the main apron at Victor. Is this plane going to come out?
Go past the rear jet, and then you can turn around.
I'll just make my way up to Quebec, thanks. Oh, we're going to make a big turn here. It's a challenge every winter season not to have the airport shut down in a really bad storm, but everybody just does what they have to do. It has to stay open, and we just give her.
As day turns to night, operations manager Dean Irvin carries the burden of keeping Edmonton's runways open.
We're in numerous positions all at once. We're dealing with aprons, we're dealing with taxiways, we're dealing with runways. It's a mass attack. We have 2 runways that we can use separately. They're not intersections. While we're working on one, the other one can remain open, and then we just swap runways, and we're able to keep up that way.
Dean's teams will be going strong well into the night.
We have not been closed due to snow conditions on the runway.
Edmonton International Airport is a gateway to northern industry. Canadian North is a leading airline in transporting passenger and supplies to remote communities. Customer service lead agent Ada Kiramadine is at the boarding bay for Canadian North's daily flight to Inuvik.
It's going to be gate number 8.
Thanks for waiting, ladies and gentlemen. This will be a final boarding call for Canadian North Flight 444. At this time, all passengers who have checked in should be through security and on board the aircraft to departure gate 8. Thank you. Krista from Ida. And you put it in that little dish thing that they have. Krista, can you go to security and just see if someone left their ID there?
But Ada's got a problem on her hands that may hold up tonight's flight.
Wagner is a last name.
Sorry, Wagner?
Yes, please. And is it what province is it?
Alberta.
It's an Alberta driver's license. If you can take a look at security, that would be great. This gentleman, between checking in and going through security, has misplaced his identification driver's license. What is that you have? No.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any government ID other than just training certificates and stuff.
Can I see some of your training stuff that you have? And then, you sure you checked your pockets? Did you go to the restroom on your way?
I don't know the last name for that customer with the driver's license again, sorry.
Whiskey Alpha Golf, November Echo Romeo.
Ada needs to make sure the passenger is carrying government-issued ID along with his boarding card before she can legally allow him on the bridge.
Okay, what other forms of ID do you have in there in the meantime?
Yeah, well, they're just passing gate 49.
I have a picture ID on my MasterCard.
Yeah, his ID is missing. So do you have a SIN number, birth certificate?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, may your attention, please. This will be the last and final boarding call for Canadian North Flight 444 with service to Yellowknife, Commonwealth, and Innovate.
Canadian North must leave on time to avoid late penalties. A passenger's lost ID won't stand in Ada's way. A fierce blizzard has been pounding down for nearly 2 hours. Crews have removed 12,000 tons of snow to keep Edmonton International open.
It's a mass attack.
While airside operations crews dig in, a storm is brewing inside the terminal. As the first point of contact for passengers, customer service agents are expected to resolve problems while maintaining a professional attitude, no matter how trying the situation or traveler. Air Canada agent Ivy Wong has her hands full checking in tonight's travelers, but now she has to put that on hold to deal with Jamila Pathon, who landed 3 days ago, but claims she was overcharged for baggage.
So is this the same thing as this one?
No,
right?
this one, it was before my son prepaid. This is my ticket. I pay $63 over extra in Toronto airport. My son prepaid. And they're not doing anything.
Did you have 2 baggage?
Yeah,
Because they charged 2 baggage.
2 baggage, 1 baggage is here.
I can't pull it up because it's 3 days ago.
The file from 3 days ago, we can't pull it up. I want to check why she got charged. So showing on the receipt is first bag $25, second bag $35, so she got charged $60 plus tax.
They should do something, you know. You can see that I paid over charges.
She said her son paid online, and then she also get a charge at the airport. I'm like, no, it can't be like that because in the system, we can't duplicate charging.
Ivy has to go into the backlog of the computer system to find proof of payment before she can resolve Jamila's claim.
So damn tired. My son, he prepaid.
But we need to see the receipt. If they can't see the receipt and it's not in the system, that's why they charge you 2 baggage, right? So we'll look into that for you, okay? Maybe just have a seat first if you're feeling tired or anything, right?
Of course,
okay?
I'm so damn tired.
But Jamila isn't interested in sitting down. She's about to spring another complaint on Ivy.
And they broke in my suitcase. Who is responsible for that?
Back at Canadian North, customer service lead Ada has her hands full. Her job is to make sure tonight's flight to Inuvik leaves on time, but one passenger missing proper ID is holding up the process.
And we've got a gentleman that's misplaced his ID between check-in and security. So just stand by 1 second.
I don't know the last name for that customer with the driver's license again, sorry.
Wagner.
I needed it to check in at security, right? So I don't know if I left it there or what happened.
Sorry, I can't put you on.
Making matters worse, she now has 2 more passengers who've gone AWOL.
Is there anyone else here for Canadian North? Go ahead, Krista.
He's just putting his stuff down to get through security. He's not even screened yet.
Okay, if you can tell him to run, that would be great. Can I just see your ID there, sir?
The first missing passenger has made it, but now he can't find his ID.
Okay, so what did you check in with, sir?
My driver's license, but I can't find
Okay,
it right.
so because these are not government-issued IDs, I need you to find your driver's license. Can you just check your shirt pocket, your coat pockets? You need to find your driver's license.
I don't feel bad.
Ada checks in on the 3rd absentee.
Any idea about passenger?
I passed her when I went to gate 49. She needs a wheelchair.
I've got 9 minutes before the flight departs, and now I'm waiting for a wheelchair passenger. Okay, just bear with me for a second here.
They should be do something, you know. You can see that I paid all the charges.
Back at Air Canada, Agent Ivy Wong handles a customer who is irate over baggage fees from 3 days ago.
The file from 3 days ago, we can't pull it up. I want to check like why she got charged.
But now she has a new complaint saying her bag was broken as well.
His suitcase is broken. Give me another one. No claim paper, nothing.
She's not feeling happy, of course, and I understand.
You want to just have a seat first right now? Our manager is actually coming up to...
Yeah, you come and first of all, not talking and talking. I want my money back.
Minutes before tonight's flight to Inuvik, Canadian North agent Ada has 2 passengers with missing IDs and a 3rd who's missing altogether.
Any word on that ID?
I have it.
Perfect. Okay, so what did you check in with, sir?
My driver's license, but I can't find.
These are not government-issued IDs. You need to find your driver's license.
Ada finds out that the 3rd passenger is being located across the terminal, but now she needs a wheelchair.
Margaret from Ida?
Go ahead.
Is there a wheelchair in your vicinity?
Go find one.
Do you have one there or no?
So would you find one wheelchair for 5T, please?
Ada has 3 minutes to close the gate. Finally, passenger 1's ID arrives.
Thank you very much. Can you,
A wheelchair?
well, just ask her, do you have a radio?
I just saw her and she needs one.
Yeah, but does Tammy know who she is?
I didn't see Tammy.
Any word on that wheelchair at gate 49 or 18? The closest one.
We are looking for it.
Sir, you can go ahead. Yeah, now I have another gentleman missing his ID. You got it?
Yeah,
okay.
I got it.
And then a passenger needed a wheelchair, so we're just about there.
After finding his ID in his coat pocket, passenger number 2 is clear for boarding.
Next time you gotta leave a little bit earlier,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I will.
Okay. Okay, Margaret, there's a lady coming with a wheelchair. This way, sir. And then I got the paperwork.
While Ada hands the passenger manifest to the flight crew, it's up to Margaret to process the 3rd passenger.
I'm just waiting one person, which is she needs a wheelchair. Hopefully, she will make a flight. She checked in late. So we're just waiting her as a courtesy.
And she wheels up with only seconds to spare.
It was all good until about the last 5 minutes, and then it just went downhill. But no, it worked out really good. It's on time. Fantastic. Can't ask for anything better.
7:45.
Ada's problems are solved, but Ivy's linger.
Do you want want to just have a seat first right now? Our manager is actually coming up too.
Yeah, you come
So
and
can
first
just
of
have
all,
a seat.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking and talking. I want my money back.
Ivy is dealing with Jamila Pathan, who's complaining that Air Canada has overcharged her for excess baggage and breaking one of her bags.
This kind of treatment, I'm so angry at this point and treating like I'm nothing. I'm a human being.
Air Canada manager Rizwan Makboul steps in to defuse the situation.
So what is broken, ma'am?
You can see everything is broke.
I just wanted to see how badly that suitcase was damaged.
Here, look, everything is gone.
Okay. When you said you arrived, ma'am?
11th.
Okay.
I pick up suitcases and I went home and when I
Then you opened it and then you find out.
Then I find out. They said they can do nothing. And I said, look
Okay.
this. First of all, you seen this suitcase. I didn't broke it. And my son, he bought me ticket. He's a doctor from Arif Pathan.
Okay.
In north side. And they charged me over one suitcase. I paid 2 suitcases.
This is the excess baggage receipt which you paid
Yeah.
when you were leaving Toronto.
Leaving Toronto. This
Okay.
one is my sticker. You can see that. And this is my first one when I left.
Just give me a few minutes. Let me
Thank
speak to them and I'll be back then. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. I'm giving you a brand new suitcase. And also, you don't have to submit this to the office. You keep this one because it is usable still, but you have a brand new suitcase. They just opened the packing. I checked it. It's all good to go.
Okay,
You're
what about
most welcome.
$63 I pay for the 2
No, that is the excess baggage fee.
fee?
That is the fee that you paid it. That is not
That is
refundable.
not my son say he prepaid 1 suitcases.
No, that's for the excess baggage fee.
No,
It
one-
says here,
Yeah. It's excess, I know.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is not refundable. I'm just giving you the compensation for this one.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Thank you
You're
very
most
much,
welcome.
guys.
You're most welcome. There you go, ma'am. And
Thank you. And your name?
my name is Rizwan. I'm customer
My
service
Jamila
manager.
Patel.
Nice meeting you.
Nice
meeting you, ma'am. I'm so sorry for this
That's
all
all right,
trouble you've
sir.
gone through.
That's all right.
I think she was happy. We win angry customer back, and I have personally nice feeling seeing really a smile on her face. So yeah, it's good.
The first storm of the season dropped thousands of tons of snow, but airside operations kept Edmonton International open once more. A satisfied Dean Irvin takes one last look before he heads home.
In the battle of airport operations and winter storms, we will win 100% of the time.
Most people phone in to not come into work or there's too much snow, and that's when we're getting up and getting ready to come have some fun, playing with our big boy toys. I take shoveling the runway anytime. I'll let the neighbors do the driveways.